Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm sure most of you know by now, we have confirmed that there are 2 cases of coronavirus COVID-19 verified in Garrett County. Due to that, today, and linked to this post, you can see the briefing. The Garrett County Commissioners and the health officer did declare a state of emergency for Garrett County. We started to get a lot of questions about what that actually means, and that's why I'm putting this out to try to help people understand. And the best way I can explain it to you is to think of Hurricane Sandy or another natural disaster that we've had where we've declared a state of emergency. And what that does, and with the limits that are put on county government like ourselves, is basically what that means is it allows us to access state and federal resources that we would not have access to without that designation. That would mean, like in a bad snowstorm like Sandy, we're eligible for reimbursements from the federal and state government for expenses that we incur to help fight this virus and the things that may come up as we go through this process together. Having said that there are 2 confirmed cases, I do want to make sure that everyone understands the gravity of this situation. We do know for sure that there are other people out there right now that have been tested in Garrett County, and we are awaiting the results of those tests. So that 2 could turn into 4, 6, 8 in the next few days. We just do not know yet as we go. We also know that the 2 people that have been tested positive for coronavirus have been in contact with several other people in our community as well. So I would expect, and certainly not to fearmonger, but I would expect, much like we've seen with the national, international, and statewide trends, you will see an increase of the positive results in coronavirus here in Garrett County. To that end, I will further talk what everyone else has talked about so far and how important it is to wash your hands, keep social distance, isolate, self-quarantine if you're feeling poorly, all of the things that are just good practice to try to stay safe as we move forward through this. One thing the state of emergency does not do, because the county does not have the authority to do that, it does not place further restrictions on our residents. Garrett County as a county government does not have the ability to close certain industries or close businesses. Only the governor can do that for us. We certainly don't have the ability to institute curfews or anything like that. A lot of the questions that I've received so far is, what does this mean for my business, or can I still go to the grocery store? Really, for the average everyday citizen in Garrett County, this declaration of emergency means very little on how you conduct your everyday life. It really is a sort of something governments have to do as a process to allow them to have access to those resources that I mentioned earlier to help tap into financial resources as we move forward, which we know from what's happening with the economy is going to become more and more important as we move forward. If you have further questions, as I'm sure many of you do, please feel free to email me or reach out via Facebook. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. As I'm sure you all are very well aware, this is a very busy time for all of us. I am very proud to say that Jim and Larry and I and Kevin have been in constant contact with Bob Stevens in the health department, with Mark Bucco at the hospital, with John Frank in emergency services. And at this time, I just want to thank all of those people, first responders and the people in our healthcare infrastructure that are doing everything they can at this time to make sure that we all stay safe. And I hope that we all come out of this at the end of the day a lot stronger. Thank you very much.